how to punch while walking backwards, the two main techniques behind that explained, and which one is, in my opinion, much more effective in this video. Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Assalamu alaikum Alara.
Alright you guys, let's go through the two main techniques while walking backwards, punching while walking backwards, right? There's two main techniques, of course, there's always scenarios, what if he does that, what if he does that, doesn't matter, we go through the basics, right? I've been doing Muay Thai since about 9 years now, if that's interesting to you. And I've always been a huge technique freak, and I love to share my knowledge, and I love to teach people, so that's why I'm doing this video. So there are two main options, as I said. There's option number one that I'm not the biggest fan of. Of course, tastes are always different. Some people love hooks, some people love uppercuts, you know what I mean? It's always, everyone has different tastes and our movements are different, right? The first option is you go back with the opposite leg that you punch with. We go to jab, we go back while we jab, with the back leg, bam. And for those step back things, I always go with several punches because normally when your opponent is advancing, right, for the scenario that we use, your opponent is bam, 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 like he's coming forward at you, you're not just doing one step back when you stand here, you stay here, which is weird as well with the stance, right? So when you jab, go back with the back leg, and then when the cross comes, do a mini step back with the front leg. That's why I don't like this technique so much, because you cannot really put power into your backhand. Because you step back here, you do a big step back when you do the jab, and then you need to get into the stance again, right? You cannot step all the way back, because then you're over here and that's not a good stance. You have no balance there. So for the cross, you can only do a mini step, right? Which, this technique is not bad if you know you're only going to do two punches and then advance again, but even there, the other technique is better in my opinion. The only time that I actually do that I step back with the back leg when I use my front hand, is when I do like a check hook or something. So, boom. Of course, you can also go all the way back for a check hook. You know what I mean? You can, bam, go back with both legs, but sometimes you have to look at the distance. Sometimes it's also all right and enough if you just step back with the back leg and bam, bam. You know what I mean? That's the only time I ever do that I step back with the back leg and use my front hand. But as I said, this technique exists. There are people that find it effective in certain scenarios to do this. I just think, especially since people often come at you with a flurry of punches, you are kind of limited here, because once you're here, you're kind of limited and you're not even in the perfect stance. And if you want to continue, it's kind of a robotic movement, you see? It's not fluent. The other option, option number two, which I prefer, which I love to do, is you step back with the same leg that you throw the hand, right? Orthodox, left hand, left leg, boom. And always remember, those are several punch combinations. I'm not talking about a one punch. As I said, that would be a jack hook or something. Here, it is important that we do at least a two-punch combination, because otherwise you will see the mistake quite quickly. If you only do it with the jab, you are here again in a shitty stance. We don't want that, right? So it is a fluent thing. It's not like a two separate movements. It's one movement. It's you go back with the front leg when you throw the jab, bam. Go back with the back leg when you throw the cross, bam. So it is, normally you do that fluent, you do bam, bam. You saw that? Bam, bam. It's like that. And the good thing about that technique is, first of all, it's much more fluent in my opinion. It's much easier. It feels much more natural, and you can do that forever. You can do bam, 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 bam. You can go forever, you know what I mean? It never feels unnatural or robotic or anything. And what is also very nice is, what I like a lot, or my favorite way to do it, is to end with a hook there. So if someone comes forward at you and you bam, bam, go back, and when you hit them with the 1-2, they normally kind of stop, because when you walk forward and you get punched in the head with a jab and a cross, most of the times, not always, you don't just continue to walk forward. It might even be clipped, right? So there's no need to go further back. But you can use the momentum you generated by walking backwards like that to come, bam, with a perfect hook. And you can also continue with an uppercut or something. But jab, cross, and then hook. You can also do that while walking backwards. By the way, you can also do bam, 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 and go back again with both legs. You see what I'm doing here? Jab, cross, and then if he still comes forward, hook, like a check hook. But in the scenario I'm talking about, you do bam, bam, bam. You see? Bam, bam, bam. Very, very good combination in my opinion. When you walk backwards, 1, 2, 3. You can drill that as long as you want until it's completely fluent in your head. 1, 2, 3. Do it slow. 1, 2, 3. It's very effective, trust me, because as I said, oftentimes when they come forward, you hit them with a 1, 2, they will stop right here because they get hit by your punches. They'll be right in front of you, boom. Perfect for the hook. Because if you wait too long, jab, cross, and then you wait, and then you come with the hook or something, or you do completely new attack, they are already regrouped and everything. So, 1, 2, 3. Very simple, very effective. There are 2 ways to punch while walking backwards. Of course, you can do that with whatever punch you like, bam, bam. Like, it doesn't matter, but it's normally a jab and a cross, right? That's the fundamentals that I'm trying to teach. So if you have any questions or anything, write in the comments. Any critique, whatever, write in the comments. Like this video, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Would appreciate that. Make sure to check out all my links in the bio, the Twitch, all the good stuff. Stay bloody, you guys. And until the next one. Bye-bye. Bloodsport out.